Alright, so what do you do when stuff doesn't work out well? Let's go and see. But I want to talk today about how to overcome minor gardening setbacks. Now I'm not talking about, you had a major flood and your whole garden's wiped out. I mean, that's something you deal with in a whole nother way. I'm talking about those little minor daily things that come up. Things don't work out. You've got issues with, diseases coming up, with bugs, infestations, and things like that. And so I've got some little things. In my tidying up of my garden, I had several little minor annoyances come up today that if you were prone to be annoyed by things, they could really do you in. But what I've chosen to do instead is just to overcome, take them as they come. And when your cucumbers don't sprout, you put some new ones in. When your plants die, you put some new ones in. When things don't seem to work out, don't be discouraged. This is gardening. So I thought I'd just say some encouraging things like that as I go through my garden now and do some tidying up and some maintenance. It's just a normal day here in the garden. I'd like to take you along if you want to come. Well, we had a critter come by and go through our cucumber bed and dig up our cucumbers, and I'm not sure exactly what the damage was until these started coming up. And now I can see I have the damaged hills are okay except for that one. And I thought it was a cat. We had a cat last year, so I set up our little camera here. Look who I caught. The good news is that we know we have viable seed because they're coming up over there and in our other mound. Of course, the bad news is this hill got destroyed by a curious corgi. We're going to have to put some more seeds in. I think these are tomato plants coming up over here. You can sometimes smell. I'm going to let a few of those grow and see what they are. Now, I've soaked these cucumber seeds in some water for a little while, just to see if I can give them a little bit of a head start since we're behind a bit on this hill. I'm going to put a bunch of seeds in there. We'll thin them later. Now, cucumbers, I have heard, are hard to grow from transplants. So you see them in the store all the time, so it can't be that hard. Like I said, I've heard, I have not tried, but I like to just direct sow them. Kind of leaning to one side over there. It's not real pretty. But we just need it here until the plants get up and get on their own, and then the dog's smart enough to go around the plants. If she gets in the garden, she'll weave in between them and such. But gives me a place to put One-Eyed Wilson here, our little Scarecrow owl that doesn't really scare anything away at all. Yeah, you're looking a little worse for wear, aren't you? All right. All right, well, that's what happens when you have gardens. Things don't always go the way you planned them to go. And you just got to overcome roadblocks, trials, little obstacles in the way. And when these plants come up, we're going to encounter diseases, bugs, weeds, all kinds of things that could frustrate you, but you just roll with them. And that's what a garden really is able to teach you, is how to overcome and how to work. You got something that goes wrong, redo it. You got a plant that doesn't thrive, put a new one in. Don't waste your time with plants that come up looking weak and trying to nurse them back to health. Rip them out of there and put a new one in. I don't have time for bare spots and plants that won't cooperate. We're gonna go ahead and rip things out and put new ones in. I'll show you a good example of that. Watch my planting herbs video. Everybody's doing great, especially this wonderful rosemary, except this little dude here. This is a thyme plant. He feels so limp that I'm probably gonna have to cook with him. He doesn't feel like he's gonna make it. This one over here is doing a little bit better. That one feels like it's got a chance. Now, what happened here was I bought these plants from the big box store, at the grocery store actually. They were Bonnie plants. And they were on one of those display racks, and this guy was way up back in the back. And so he was constantly shaded from the factory. He was also under an awning and constantly shaded. So this fella probably just is shocked from being out in the sunlight. He was in direct sunlight all day today, and that probably killed it because he's not been hardened off. Yeah, this guy comes out. I'm going to put something else in his place. I'm not going to try to nurse that one back to health. We've replaced that thyme and put a mint in the place. Now you know what I'm dying to say, don't you? When you got a plant that's not doing well, when you got one that's dying.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, it's feeling like a good garden now. This is one of my favorite times of the gardening spring season. When stuff starts to sprout, when you get plants in the ground, when you got seeds coming up. I got beans coming up there. I got another problem though. Let me show you. This is my trouble bed from the get-go. I knew that I was going to be fighting all this nut sedge, all this nut grass coming in. I got networks of it, and I have ideas on this, but you know, that's a multi-year battle right there. So we'll be dealing with that in another episode. You can see my beans are coming in well. Every now and then I got a blank spot like right there. We'll have to plug in a new bean. But all along this side, I only have one plant coming up. Everywhere else, there's no beans coming up. So those seeds were probably too old, not viable, or perhaps, like I suspected, maybe I soaked them too long. I've taken out all of the nut grass and nut sedge that I could along that edge. The good thing about nut sedge is it will quickly show you where it is, and so you can get in there, and you got to get in with your hands. And fortunately, with this no-till gardening, the soil's really loose all the way down. There's good life in there, man. I turned up tons of earthworms, but yeah, I was able to get in there and at least clear out some of the root systems in there. They'll still come up, but the more I do that, the more we will have victory. So I've got some beans in here now. I put some more green beans here, some different green beans along here, and down at the end I put in some Florida speckled lima beans, and so we've got some good growth going here. I'm gonna put some more beans down at the end too on that side, but yeah, you just start over. Gives you an opportunity then to have a succession of crops too. So thanks for joining us tonight on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Glad you could stop by and join me and learn from the garden. I'm so humbled that you've been watching our videos and commenting. Keep commenting. We really love comments. If you don't see your comments show up there, it means that YouTube flagged you for some reason, and who knows what their reasons are. I mean, I get flagged too on some things, but it just means I have to review your comment first, and I'll try to get to that. And you know, if you're genuinely commenting, I'll approve it, of course. But you know, some of you guys, I don't like to approve some of you guys. Some of you guys need to go to church. Anyway, I'm glad you stopped by. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Please like our videos and click the thumbs up. That'll really help us out and encourage us. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.